Alrighty, what's up, you stupid ass motherfuckers? And my peeps, what's going on, my peeps? It is I, Peter Joseph, here for a Saturday afternoon video right here on the Peter Joseph YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down there in my goddamn pants with my big humongous cock. But it is what it is. It's there. Trust me, it's there. But, so like the video, subscribe to my channels, all down in the description box. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Show your love and support there. Leave a comment if you wish, but these stupid comments, you need to get bashed in the face and sent to the shadow realm, where you'll be eaten, and Satan will have your soul for eternity. And that's pretty much it for that. Hit the bell for more, and share the video over the goddamn place, and that's all I gotta say about that. And if you're brand new here, well, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, you grab a fucking cold one, knock yourself out, and it is what it is. Sit back, relax, grab a cold one, and enjoy the show. And that's pretty much it. If you're brand new here, welcome to the party. And that's pretty much it. Alright, what's up, everybody? It is Saturday afternoon, September the 14th, 2024. Pretty much at the midpoint of September, the final weekend of summer. Sucks to be all of us because, summer's my favorite season. And we're going into the fall. The temperature's going to be going down pretty much by the end of this month, going into October. Sun's going to be going down pretty much this week's going to be going down by 7 o'clock, but dark by about 7:15, 7:20. So, yeah, pretty much by the end of this month, it'll be getting dark by 7 o'clock. And then we got all of October, and by the time we hit November the 3rd, where we got to turn the clock back an hour, it'll be dark by like 5:15, 5:30. So your mid-afternoon, well, not mid-afternoon, but your rush hour, late afternoon drive home is gonna be dark as fuck. And that's that. We're getting to that time where, kids are back to school, hockey and basketball and football and basketball are gonna be starting, college football as well. But we got all that and a bag of chips. So enjoy it. Got a few more days of actual summer. It doesn't fall doesn't begin until fall doesn't begin until next Sunday. So it is what it is, and that's that. Well, the Mets had a 4-1 lead and blew it. Oh, I knew their bullpen and, what's his name, that guy from Houston that we got, Strauss, whatever the fuck his name is, pretty much blew the fucking game. 6-4, top of the 9th. Phillies on top of the Mets. So that's not good, but, not great for the Mets. Still have a 1-game lead over Atlanta, who's playing the Dodgers tonight. So, hopefully the Dodgers win tonight, so the Mets don't have to worry too much. But the Mets will lose a game in the standings to the Phillies. They'll be back to I believe 8.5 back in the division with like 17 to play. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Unless the Mets, the Mets somehow come back and win this game 7-6, I would love that, but, once again, Severino kind of fell flat in the 5th and 6th innings, and then, right near the end of the game, he always falls flat on his ass. Give it to the bullpen, which hasn't had many problems, and now, what do? They choked the game, like I knew they would. But this was a hard series, so, got one more tomorrow at 1:30. I think on Channel 11, but we'll see what happens with that. but not good for the New York Mets. And once again, the Met killer, JT Realmuto, should have been a Met. Pretty much hits a double to score the run, making it 6-4. And right now the Mets are down to their last 2 outs. But even if the Mets lose this game, hopefully the Dodgers win tonight. So right now the magic number for the Mets is I think it's 16. But we'll see. We got 2 weeks from tomorrow is the final game of the season against Milwaukee, which means the good land. And we'll see what happens with that. But hopefully tomorrow they'll come back swinging and win this series. And then they go back home after the game. They go right up I-95. And I think they got the Nationals, I believe, on Monday. I think on Monday. So not easy because the Nationals are always pesky. But see what happens with that. And we'll move on with that. Alright, we got that. Niners football tomorrow against the Vikings at 1. Jets and Titans at 1. Giants and Commanders at 1. What are you going to watch? I'll probably just watch the Jet game. I care less for the Giants because the Giants suck fucking cock. And that's pretty much what it is, and that's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got Collision coming up in about an hour and a half. So we'll see what happens tonight with that. It's taped. It's not live tonight, it's taped. So we got that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Saturday afternoon, it is time for your late and so far out of date AEW Dynamite review for September the 11th, the Patriots Day show, basically. September the 11th, 2024, from the Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. We had that. We had the man behind the mask, Excalibur, Tony Baloney Schiavone, and the biggest Met fan I know, who's not happy today, but he's still a Met fan, and he gets brownie points with me, and that's, well, that's not that, but it's Taz. Where the hook, brother? Alright, so we're 2 weeks away from Grand Slam at Arthur Ashe Hall Stadium in Queens, New York City, and the big one came Wednesday night. Nigel McGuinness, Bryan Danielson for the AEW World title. Basically, 15 years later, I was at the first one. Will I be at the second one? Probably not. But I will watch it from the comfort of my couch. And that's pretty much it. So we heard that from Nigel. So that's the only good things about the show. But there was other little things here and there. We'll get to that right now. Alright, so we start off with a clip from All Out where the BCC turned on Bryan Danielson, beat the fuck out of him, and Mox, almost basically murdered Bryan Danielson by putting a plastic bag on his head. William Yuta couldn't do anything about it, and now he's not talking to the BCC. I wonder why, because nobody wants to talk to the guy. Because William Yuta's the type of guy that wants friends and they don't want to talk to him. That's pretty much it. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so we have Tony Baloney Schiavone in the ring. Brings out the patriarchy of Christian! Nick Wayne's mom has got it going on. Nick fucking Wayne, and Luchasaurus. So they all come out. Christian still the number one contender, well, the Money in the Bank winner, the casino gauntlet winner, I guess you can say, where he can basically cash in at any place, anytime, anywhere. So kind of like the Money in the Bank briefcase. So Christian goes, Lexington, will you pipe down so I can conduct my business? Anyway, so Christian says, Nick, my son, Nick fucking Wayne, told me that I have infinite aura. Okay. And now that he has the contract for a world title match, he knows it is undeniable that he will become the new AEW World Heavyweight Champion. He says, when I saw Luchasaurus grab me by the throat, I knew that I had the perfect monster under my control. The fans are like, Luchasaurus! And Cage's like, his name is Killswitch! Then he starts talking about how he's coming for Bryan Danielson. Yes! And he says, the beating that I will give you will make your wife, Brie, wish she was the one with CTE. Ow! Wait, no, pussy. Pussy. But anyway, so, Christian makes it clear that he is the undisputed next world champion. We'll see. I think he might beat Darby. I know Darby's shot's not, well, if Darby loses to, well, I'll get to that, well, I'll go with it. If Darby loses to a guy named Moxley, then Moxley will be facing, Danielson or Nigel at Wrestle Dream in Tacoma, Washington. But I'm still thinking it's going to be Darby taking on Danielson, and then the BCC is going to come in and beat everybody up, and then next thing you know, Christian comes out, cashes in. Well, cash in probably during the match or maybe after the match. Christian will become the new AEW World Champion and will hold it for probably a month. He's not going to hold it that long. I don't think so. But we got that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the back with Renee Paquette. She's with Don Callis and Will Ospreay. Reach for the sky, whoa! And also his good friend Kyle Fletcher, so a little United Empire reunion. So Don's like, okay, Ospreay, it's time to owe me that favor that we kind of agreed on. For tonight's Casino Tag Team Gauntlet match. And Ospreay's like, nah, I don't want to team with my boy Fletcher. So, but Fletcher talks Ospreay into being in the Gauntlet match, saying there is no one I'd rather team with than you, sir. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We don't know where Jeff Cobb is. He's like, sometimes he's in New Japan Strong, sometimes he's in Japan. I think he's hurt. I don't know what they're doing with him. Mark Davis, I think, is still injured. Great O'Khan is like, comes and goes once in a while. It's not United Empire unless they're all together. But we'll see how they do in the Gauntlet match. Alright, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the ring for match number 1. Go to our first match of the evening for the TNT title. We got Jack Real Class Perry giving a TNT title shot to Lio Rush, who had Mr. Action Andretti. No, he came out by something. I thought he had Action Andretti there. But anyway, match was meh. It's also with Jack Perry coming in the Scapegoat Mobile, or the van. Leaves it open so someone can steal it. It is LA, but, you know, he's from LA, so he knows. Leo just has Action Andretti at ringside, who proceeds to get kicked out. You are out here. So with that, Leo fights his way up from a 1905 chinlock, hits a running Spanish fly for a near fall, and then Jack Perry picks him up and lawn dart right into the turnbuckle, and then a snapdragon suplex a la Kenny Omega puts Lio Rush down again, but he comes right back with a poison rana to separate him. but Jack Perry comes right, breaks up the springboard stunner, then hits the running knee. 1, 2, 3. Jack Perry retains the TNT title in a little over 8.5 minutes. Not a bad match. 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. And then Jack Perry goes to leave. Alex Marvez tries to get a word with him. And Jack says, people like me are crucified in this life so they can be glorified in the next. Okay. I'm crucified, but I don't be glorified after. Yeah, it sounds like a song. Crucify. There is a song called Crucify. Not Sanctify. Crucify. Sanctify is by another artist named in this moment. But baptize and sanctify me. Okay. There's a song called Crucify. I forgot who sings it. I think it was on Beavis and Butthead. No, maybe it wasn't. I'm thinking the other one. Bow to me faithfully. Bow to me splendidly. Bow. Okay, I can't go that low, but anyway. But yeah, they've been crucified and now you're glorified. It'll be glorious. Yeah, we saw him on SmackDown. Bobby Roode! Me and Rose were watching SmackDown last night, and I was like, "Hey, it's Bobby Roode!" No, she was in the kitchen making me my sensible dinner. I go, "Babe, quick! It's your favorite wrestler." Paige? No, the other one. She goes, "Ooh." And I was like, "Hey, look, it's Bobby," and we went, "Bobby Roode." Good old Bobby Roode from TNA. Big old Bobby Roode. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so Jack Perry gets the win and says that people like me are crucified in this life, and so we can be all glorified in the next. Praise the Lord Jesus! Alright, we got that. Alright, moving on. Alright, then we can look at the Hangman, Adam Page, basically murdering Swerve in that cage. Ugh. Whew. That was ultra sick violent. Alright, then we go to the back. I think it was Marvez. I don't know, it was Marvez or Renee Paquette. We see Adam Page talk about how he has gone this far to beat Swerve, and he would have spent an eternity in pain for a chance to hurt Swerve even more. And he says, if anyone stood in the way of me getting my revenge on Swerve, well, I'm coming for your ass too. So he goes to leave, glares at Top Flight Andretti and the lovely Layla Gray, then kind of walks into the Dark Order. And then they're like, "Hey, buddy, oh, no, we don't know you guys anymore. We don't know you anymore there, Hangman. No more. Get out of here." Then he runs into Jeff Jarrett, G-E-F-J-A-R-E-T-T, that's Jeff Jarrett, who says, basically says, "You went too far when you put your hands on my wife." And then next thing you know, they're brawling, and there were like 3 people in back of them. They're just like looking on, like, "Oh, what's happening here? Oh shit!" They come in a little bit too late, and then they fight. Jay Lethal and Karen Jarrett have to separate it. So I think that's the next feud that's gonna happen. It's gonna be Paige and Jarrett, probably gonna be violent, like Swerve and Paige was. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright, 3 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we get to our next match, which was supposed to be a match. We had Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy, and Mara Quinn. Can I get a shot? Anyway, and Commander come out. Alex Abrahantes, what the fuck were you doing? He comes out, they're all, in the Private Party's dancing. He comes down, does like a forward roll on the ramp, and he's like gyrating on the ramp. Ew. Let's see that. Anyway. So they get in the ring, they're facing some jobbers, and then, led by John Cruz, the wrestling jobber extraordinaire. But then they get jumped by the Blackpool Cuck Club. Marina Shafir, Jon Moxley, Claudio, Pac, and, excuse me, the bastard Pac talks about how this company is broken and diplomacy has failed. Kind of like America. But there's change coming, Mr. Trump. Donald Trump, gonna bring diplomacy, we're gonna bring change. It's gonna be huge. Vote for me. Don't vote for that cunt. I'm gonna grab her by the pussy and I'm gonna shove her freaking pussy right down the okay. I'm gonna grab her by the pussy and I'm gonna run up the steps of the White House and say, this is how you become a president. And throw her down the stairs. Get out of here, bitch. Pretty much it. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so we got that. Let's see what happens. This whole show felt like the BCC were taking over. Kind of like the NWO when they took over Nitro. But it is what it is. Alright, then we got the learning tree of Big Cass and the Bad Apple Brian Keith, along with Mr. Jericho, Chris Jericho, arrives in his new blue navy, blue cobalt, navy blue Bentley, and it has, hi guys, as his license plate. So they all get out and basically say that we're going to show what we found in Orange Cassidy's backpack later in the night. I wonder what's in there. Probably nothing. Probably like a bunch of, things you put on your hand when you're erasing something. I don't know. Anyway, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright. Alright, so then we go to what I thought was a great match. Ricochet taking on the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara. This was a great match. They start off beating each other up. Ricochet sends him to the outside for a big running flippy doo. Then they fight up the stage. Ricochet gets sent into part of the set, and Rick Knox is just letting it go. And then Sammy goes off the top of one of the tunnels with a moonsault. I'm like, what are you thinking? And he's like grabbing his leg. My leg! You're one half of the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. You want to give those up that quick? Think before you do something, Sammy. Anyway. So we come back. Ricochet gets sent to the floor. And the fan's like, sorry! And then Ricochet gets sent into the barricade. But Ricochet fights up. And then he's like telling the fans, like, get out of the way! The fans like, what? Huh? Like that chick in NXT, nobody, Trick and Pete Dunne were fighting, and I think Pete Dunne like ended up in her lap. I mean, that's not a bad thing per se, but I wouldn't move if like Io was doing that. I'm like, I'm not moving. I'm not moving. Boop, she's in my lap. Shit. I'm like, I'm not moving now! Shit, bro. I'll go Matt Riddle, bro. It almost happened one time at an indie show. I almost had one of the indie darlings almost fall into my freaking lap. Wouldn't have been a bad thing, but I'm like, get off! I'm like, get off before I do! Anyway, so Ricochet does a double jump, flippy dippity doo off the barricade. That was pretty damn nice. They go back inside. Ricochet tries with a Benadryller. That gets counted into a Canadian Destroyer in America. And Sammy Guevara hits a top rope Gilmore Kata! Bang! I'll let you use it. Next time, you gotta pay. Alright. Sammy goes for the GTH to go to hell. It missed. Ricochet kicks him right in the dome, right in the head. And then sets up an axe kick stomp. Ow. And then he hits Vertigo. 1, 2, 3. And a place called Vertigo. That's a good song by U2. Anyway. Okay, so Ricochet gets his first win in AEW in under 11 minutes. But this match was pretty damn good. 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, the Beast, Mortos, comes out, spears the living shit out of Ricochet. So I guess that's his next little feud, or next match at least. And then Sammy's like, fuck, I gotta save this guy? Well, he goes to the ring, he saves him, we have a code of honor, you'd love to see it. That's that. Alright, now we gotta look back at Chris Statlander beating Willow Nightingale at All Out in a Chicago street fight. And no, did not show when she tried for the axe kick, landed in a split, and got some thumbtacks in her pussy. Woo-hoo-hoo! That had to hurt. And that's all I gotta say about that. Moving on. Alright, then we go to the back, I believe, with Renee Paquette. And she has the IHOP Denny's Continental Breakfast of Champions champion. We have the Lane Maker, Okada. He's there, he's marking his title defense on Saturday. Tonight. I forgot who he's facing tonight, but I don't care. And then Take a Shitter comes out with Don Callis. Hey! Konnichiwa, bud! What's up? You know? So, Takeshita and Don Callis come in. They want another shot at Okada. Because, I mean, you already had one at All Out in that 4-way, and you lost. So Okada's like, I'm interested. So maybe we're gonna actually get that one-on-one. Sign me up for that. And he's like, oh, think about it, bitch. We'll see what happens with that. Sign me up if it happens at Grand Slam or it happens at Wrestle Dream. I hope Takeshita wins the Continental Breakfast Championship. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I get 3 out of 5 stars. Then we go to... we saw him enter the building before the show, and it was, hi guys! Hi! It's me, it's Darby Allin. Hi guys! I just want you to know I come from Seattle, I weigh 150 pounds, and I'm so fucking emo. They live in my parents' car. I do it for you guys. I love you. Yeah. So, Darby, this time he goes to the ring. Big pop, by the way. For a little kitty chat, because Moxley called him out 2 weeks in a row. He's like, hey, I just want to talk to you, Darby. So he gets right to the point. He says, Mox, get your ass out here. So Mox, on cue, comes out. No, not the Vile thing anymore. He's just Moxley. John Moxley comes out with a beautiful Marina Shafir. To get in the ring, Mox talks about how nothing has changed between them. Darby cuts him off and talks about how he was a homeless dishwasher and everything he owned fit in the trunk of his car. That's right, because I used to live in my car. Because I had a really shit job back in Seattle. It was only making $2.50 an hour. Anyway. That's why I wrestle the way I do, because I used to be packed in a freaking car. I had a freaking Toyota Camry. Anyway. He does what he does. That's why he wrestles so crazy. He loved what he saw in Mox when he first saw him. Who wouldn't change for anyone, basically. That's what Mox did. They first wrestled in a high school gym, and Darby was really nervous. Then he saw what Mox did to Bryan Danielson, which Darby could never do to someone like Sting. It's Stink! So what do you want, Mox? So Mox says, at Grand Slam, I want you to put up your AEW World Title shot against me. Because your boy, Bryan Danielson, is going to be out of commission for a little while. So Darby's like thinking about it. He's like, give up my title shot. Are you stupid? Did you get dropped on your head or something? You been drinking again? Oh, they went there? Yikes! So the fans hear Darby say Moxley has to earn it. And Moxley offers to earn it in New York City. So Darby's like, I accept the challenge for Grand Slam at Arthur Ashe Hall Stadium in Queens, New York City, with the title shot on the line. So it might be bait. So maybe Mox wins the title shot, then faces Danielson at Wrestle Kingdom and beats him in his hometown. Maybe not. I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. Alright, so I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars. Probably the segment of the night. And that's that. Alright, then we have Nigel McGuinness, me love, interrupt Christopher Daniels, who was talking about getting back in the ring. He's got a TNT title shot tonight against Jack Real Glass Perry. You think he's going to win? No. He's like, I want to talk to the man, Tony Khan. And then we find out later that Tony Khan drew up a contract, Nigel McGuinness, Danielson, to Electric Boogaloo in Arthur Ashe Hall Stadium, September the 25th is going to be epic. 15 years in the making from when Danielson and Nigel had their last match. Well, Danielson had his last match against Nigel in Ring of Honor at a show. I don't know, I think it was Death Before Dishonor. I know it was called The Final Countdown. And I was there. Oh, yeah. I was there. And if you watch the ending of that, where Danielson does his freaking spiel before he goes to WWE, and he runs around the ring, and he starts hugging people, kissing babies and shit. You know, you briefly see me in the front row, because I'm Mr. VIP, and you're not. And yes, I will boast about that every single time. And that's it. Alright, then we go to commentary. Talks about September the 11th, a very sad day, 23 years ago, where the Twin Towers got pretty much destroyed by, terrorists who hijacked 2 planes, and, right into the first tower, and then, I think 10, 15 minutes later, the second plane hit after Tower 1 went down, and then pretty much the second tower went down. I was asleep, and then my dad, knocks on my door when I was living at my parents' at the time, because many years ago. Basically 23 years ago from then, but in any case, he's like, wake up, wake up, put on Channel 4. I'm like, why? The Twin Towers went down. I'm like, shut up. I thought it was dreaming, so I'm like, what the fuck? I saw the second tower starting to come down. I was like, what the fuck just happened? We're being invaded! Yeah, pretty much. That's when we started the Afghanistan war. And pretty much fucked Afghanistan up. And Iran. Got that bitch, Saddam Hussein. Or Mad Ass Hussein. And then we found Osama bin Forgotten. Fucked him up. Bye-bye, you're done. And then, finally, there was still a little bit of tension there. And then, Sleepy Joe Biden, thinks he's a great man. He's like, we're gonna pull them all out of Afghanistan. Great! Yay! Go Joe Biden! Yay! Bring the boys back home. Yet what happens? We take the troops home. Now we got 2 wars going on: the Ukraine war and the Israel-Hamas war. There was another bombing there. What else is new? What else is new? And now, You think that cunt Kamala Harris is gonna stop these two wars? No. We're going global nuclear thermal war. That bitch fucking is the president of the United States because she ain't gonna get shit done. You know who is? Lash Legend. Get shit done. Lash Legend should be fucking president of the United States because she will get shit done. But we know who's gonna really get shit done. That's Mr. Donald Trump. But that's another story for another time. Alright, so we got that. Nice little touch. And we move on. Alright, then we go to the ladies. Speaking of ladies, we got the hottest lady in AEW. Oh, next to Mina, of course. And that's Mariah May, oh, my sweetheart. The AEW Women's Champion non-title match against the one and only Queen Aminata. It was okay. Back and forth match they went. But eventually, Mariah May gets the win after a running knee into Storm Zero in 8.5 minutes. So she gets the win. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, she gets on the mic and says that, I haven't had my AEW Women's Title celebration yet, but someone is missing. Mina Shirakawa, come to me. So, Mina has accepted, so we might see Mina on the show this Wednesday night on TNT from Springfield, Massachusetts, outside of Boston. So see what happens with that. I think I think Mariah's gonna turn on Mina, and that's gonna be the next feud. So Mina versus Mariah for the title. Not that Mina's gonna win it. I would love it, but it's not happening. But alright, so we'll get that. Alright, then we go to the corporate Bucks. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, they mock the fans who say they want a new team to come after them. And, that's why we got a casino gauntlet match for the main event. And they wish everybody in there good luck. And that's it. Speaking of tag teams, the Motor City Machine Guns have officially signed with NXT. So, with WWE/NXT. So they will be on, I can tell you now, they're going to be on the CW11 debut. 2 weeks from Tuesday. That is huge. And with the Lucha Brothers possibly coming as well, along with Delta, along with Stephanie Vercora, NXT's going to be a banger every Tuesday night. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Alright, moving along. Alright, then we have the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho, Big Cass, and Brian Keith take on the Iron Savages, Bear Boulder and Bear Bronson, along with my good buddy, Jacked Jameson. This was a 2.5 minute suck fest as Brian Keith hits Diamond Dust, and then tags in Jericho, who goes, "Come on, baby!" And he actually gets the win. For once, with that fucking thing. So he gets the win. Match gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. That's it. And then Jericho goes on a rant about how he wants his $7,000 back from Freshly Squeezed Orange Juice Orange Cassidy. And he's like, "This is why I have your backpack. So let's see what's in the backpack." Opens up the backpack, and we have a picture of Orange Cassidy with his former best friends, Chris Statlander, Chucky T, and Trent. All in better times. And then we see Orange Cassidy in the parking lot. It had to be in the parking lot. On the screen. And he says, "Chris, I got your money." Right? He's like, goes in his pockets, gets like $1. "I got you $1. And then some change, and maybe some candy and some shit. He says, "Oh, wait a minute, I think I got more." And then we hear like a bulldozer from the background. I'm like, oh no, they're gonna ram the freaking thing. I'm like, if they did it right, they could have just smashed that Bentley to pieces. So we see Mark Briscoe in there, the crazy funky chicken himself. He's driving this bulldozer, and he's going almost at full speed. I'm like, he's gonna crash right into it, knowing that sick fuck. But he stops. And he pulls the lever, and there's usually some stuff in there, and he pushes a button, and a whole like $7,000 in change go into the freaking car. And Jerry's like, my car! My car! I'm like, dude, it's fucking change. It's not gonna hurt your car, you fucking moron. So Cat's like, I think I got another couple dollars in my ass somewhere. Here you go, I paid it off. And that's pretty much it. And then the idiot Mark's in the crowd like, keep the change! Keep the change! So that was not so inventive. Not like when Stone Cold Steve Austin poured cement into Vince McMahon. I think it was Vince O'Shane's car. Remember that? Way back in the Attitude Era? That's good shit. Or Triple H, it was Stephanie's birthday, and she got a car, and they were having problems in their marriage. Like, oh, what? I got half. You got half. Here's your car. My car! It's like, what do you mean? Half is yours, and then I got the other half. You gotta love those good storylines. Anyway. But, the Aftermath was good, but it would have been better if, the car got, ran over, or, it's like he picked up the car, and boom, broke the car and smashed it to bits. That would have been better, but coins in the car? Nah. Look at that. Alright, then, we hear from Nigel McGuinness, me love, challenging Bryan Danielson at Grand Slam. Now it's in Bryan's court. He's like, Bryan, do you accept, or we're gonna see the last match of the American Coward? So we got that, but we're not sure if Bryan Danielson is even medically cleared to compete yet. I guess we'll find out tonight, or most likely on Wednesday, and that's it. Alright, then we get a video from Send for the Man, Hook! Yeah, you, get in here, you asshole. Hook, ladies and gentlemen, the FTW champion. He's on the streets of Brooklyn, New York. Probably some alley, who knows. Basically, he wants to give Roger Strong a FTW title shot. Why not? And probably will get it at Grand Slam. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to your main event of the evening. We have the Young Bucks coming out with some office chairs to watch the main event. So we got the Casino Gauntlet match, Tag Team Casino Gauntlet match. The winners become the new #1 contenders and will face the Bucks at Grand Slam for those AEW Tag Team titles. First fall to a finish. Which means that the fall can happen at any time, even when there's no teams coming out. So FTR come out at #1, and then Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay at #2. Fast and Furious, it was very good. And then the Righteous of Dutch and Vincent, they come out at #3. We get a Bossman Slam and a Abyss. Into a swanton by Mr. Vincent for a near fall on Cash Wheeler. Fletcher comes back to clean house. And then the Kingdom come out. I'm Matt Taven. If you don't like him, you're Melvin. And man who punches people in the dick gives him a pound driver. Excuse me. And that is Matthew Canellis Bennett. They come out at #4. #5 is The Acclaim, Max Caster and Anthony Bowen. #5, The Clean House. #6 is Mason and Monsieur, MXM Collection. Big crowd reaction. That was good. #7, Top Flight, Darius and Dante Martin, along with the beautiful Layla Gray and Action Andretti at #7. FTR hits the Shatter Machine on Anthony Bowens. But then everybody made the save. And then at number 8, we got the Outrunners of my good buddy Turbo Floyd and Truth Magnum. No Erica Lee. I don't know where she went. Maybe she went back to WOW. I don't know. Anyway. By the way, speaking of WOW, new season of WOW tonight. I think season 5. And one of the ladies from 90 Day Fiance, whatever it's called, Paola, I think her name is, she's going to be debuting on the show. Big fucking whoop. Well, they don't have the Tonga twins on there anymore because they've been, like, hurting people. And a lot of people want the Tonga twins to join the WWE and join the Bloodline story. I wouldn't blame that. I'm fine with that. I would be fine with that. Because they are Samoan. You put in Naomi, who's not Samoan, but she's married to Jimmy. You know, then you put Nia Jax, who is Samoan. She's half black, half Samoan, if those people didn't know that. She grew up in Australia, but Samoan. Whatever. It is what it is. Alright, so the Outrunners come in, big pop they got. They hit the Paisan elbow to Vincent. I didn't know they were Italian. Anyway, and then the final team is the Grizzled Young Veterans. Drake and Gibson come on at number 8. And then Turbo Floyd superplexes Monsieur onto the pile at ringside. Ow. And then everybody hits their secondary finishers on the inside. And then Dante's top rope splash hits Ray's knees, and then Will Oceanspray hits the hidden blade on Dante, and Kyle Fletcher gets the pin in 22 minutes. So basically half of United Empire get the win and will face the Bucks for those AEW Tag Team Championships at Grand Slam in a week from Wednesday. It should be good. And that's pretty much it. Going to the match, I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it for AEW Dynamite on this great night. Alright, so my final rating, 6.5 out of 10 stars for Dynamite. Was decent at best. And that's all I got to say about that. Alright guys, I'm going to quickly get to my SmackDown and Rampage review before we go to Collision, about 45 minutes away. So I'm going to get into that real quick. And then later tonight, your Collision review over on my Kill with Demons channel. So, one more, two on the Kill with Demons channel. And then, pretty much that's it. Tomorrow, probably tomorrow afternoon, well, not tomorrow afternoon, probably late tomorrow night, your TNA Ring of Honor review. Sorry, Ring of Horror review. So, we'll get that, get you done with the week's, the weekend wrestling and everything. Then we're back on Monday, September the 16th, with Monday Night Raw. And we got that. Another week of the Triple Threat on the USA Network. And SmackDown was supposed to be 3 hours last night, but it was not. Why? I don't know. So we got that. Alright, so once again, 6.5 out of 10 stars for Dynamite. And that's it. Leave me your thoughts below, leave me your thoughts down below in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and all that good shit. And that's it. Thank you all for watching, and if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! Because if you don't like it, that's too goddamn bad. Because you can't do anything about it. And that's that. Thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time. Peace.